Hello everyone and welcome back to Scrolls, where today I am doing the most anticipated deck tech of them all. It is of course Yolo Decay, uh, possibly the greatest deck of all time. I don't think any deck in the history of Scrolls can even compare to the power level of Yolo Decay. Of course I'm lying. I created this in an ESL tournament once when I was just messing about and wanted to commentate on stream, so I threw together a lot of crap and kind of came third and worked on it since then. And it's evolved into this. If you watch the Deck Wars, you would know that I went 3-0 with this. This is a slightly different version because the meta's changed. It's got no Beetle Stones in this because I'm not facing any energy, so I don't need it. I've got Fungify instead, and it's quite fun. Anyway, the deck is basically Decay aggro deck, if you like, but we call it Yolo Decay because it's just filled with so many weird RNG scrolls where you have to take risks, and you just have to go YOLO, otherwise you just lose. So, yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to start off by looking at the 1 and 2 drops. So this is where we differ completely from your usual Decay deck, as opposed to the rest of the deck, which is incredibly similar, isn't it? No, the whole deck's different, but yeah. We have 2 1-drops and 3 2-drops, where your normal Decay deck will have at most 1 1-drop and 2 2-drops. I've seen quite a few Decay decks now just running 1 2-drop, no 1-drop at all. So there you go, we are going extra aggressive. My Shambler and Ripper, 2 of the best 1-drops in the game. If I just show you the other 1-drop kind of levels we're talking about. Type creature. Yeah. This is what we're talking about. Most played 1-drops are Vase of the Wild, Crossbowman, Dust Runner, Copper Automaton, and Aging Knight. If you compare it on raw stats, Ripper is just better than them all. And my Shambler has got the most attack apart from Crossbowman, but it's got 3 countdown, so whatever. My Shambler has got move 2. Let us not forget that. It may say random, but we control it, don't we? Yes, we do. So we can attack anything on the board that we like. If my Shambler started in the middle, that is. And we try to keep in the middle. If you go first, you can go my Shambler in the middle. This is our middle. Then turn 2, you can go Tribesman where my Shambler was, move my Shambler back, so my Shambler's now on the left middle tile. And then you play your 3-drop wherever. What I'm trying to say is, if you get this formation turn 2, play your 3rd creature, you can get my Shambler to move wherever you like. So you can move my Shambler down, Tribesman to the right, then Lord Darkling there, and my Shambler would move down to the bottom lane. You get the idea. Control it. And it basically owns everything apart from growth. So if you know you're playing against growth, all your opponents start with growth. The main answer is Ragged Wolf, so go Ripper instead if you can. Speaking of Ripper, 2/2/2 for 1. Excuse me, as I said, best stats for 1 cost unit, really. Really hard to deal with. Can pretty much kill most 2-drops as well. In this meta right now, anyway. Hired Smuggler, Winged Soldier. That's pretty much it, really, isn't it? You get the idea. It's quite strong. We're just looking for incredible value in this deck, and Ripper gives us that. Boghound, 2/2/3 for 2 with Dominion +2 attack. Dominion means that if we take out an idol, Dominion will activate, and the Dominion effect is +2 attack. So if we take out an idol, Boghound will be a 4/2/3. So it's just a cheap aggressive scroll, and pretty groovy. Tribesman, more value, cost 2 is a 2/3/4. Probably only going to get 1 attack in with it, but the 4 health means it acts as an excellent wall, and your opponent's stuffed. And then finally we've got Darkling, cost 2 is a 1/2/2 with Unstable 2, and Unstable 2 is when it deals damage, well when it's destroyed it deals 2 damage to your opponent's on the same row. And we can set it off. As you all know, I am fully aware, but I thought I'd say it anyway. So yeah, Lord Darkling you don't really want early. The later you can get it in the game the better, because you'll be looking to snipe idols then. Try not to sack it if you can. That doesn't mean that you should make stupid decisions like sometimes I do. Like if you've got a turn, if you've got a nice curve and turn 2, you've got a choice between Tribesman and Darkling. Sack with Darkling, go Tribesman. But if you can hold on to Darkling, do so because you will need it later on in the game. So yeah, that's for 1 and 2 drops. Now we're going to look at the 3 and 4 drops. Okay, to start off this lot, we have Our Heart's Disciple. We've got 3 of them. It costs 3, is a 3/2/3, and when Our Heart's Disciple damages a unit in combat, opponents on the same row take 1 damage. So, this is guaranteed idle damage, which is exciting. Previously you had to destroy a unit to deal with damage to the idol. Now it's guaranteed whenever you hit it, which is brilliant because usually we're leaving idols on 1 and 2 health and we just can't get through, and Our Heart's Disciple will do that for us. So he's good. Blightbearer, also good. Enjoy it whilst it costs 3, because on the test server it now costs 4. So yeah, cost 3, 3/4, takes poison before attacking. Be careful of that. When Blightbearer is destroyed, all creatures on the same row get poisoned for 3 rounds. So you can abuse its effect, poison your opponent's creatures, play a damning curse when Blightbearer is on 1 health, the effect will go off and so on. But yeah, it's mainly the fact it's got 4 health for 3. The 3/4 for 3 bodies, meaning what we're after. Against energy, it wrecks. Against most things, it wrecks. Against Temple Water is brilliant as well because they're scared of poison. Harvester costs 3, 8/5/4, relentless. Doesn't count down when a creature is destroyed. Harvester's countdown is decreased by 1. This is the main win condition of the deck. If you don't get 1 or 2 attacks in with a Harvester, you're pretty much doomed. I think you really need at least 1. Really. If you don't get any attacks in, you're dead. You can get a lot of damage with Hexmarks and stuff, but Harvester really ups the ante in terms of what this deck can do to your opponents, because most Decay decks don't rely on Harvester as much, but we do. And we have many ways of setting it off as well, which is great, because we've got many 1 health units in Mire Shambler, and we've got Grizzly Graft as well, so that's funny. So you can go Harvester Grizzly Graft in the same turn, and you have a 14 attack haste relentless creature. Not many things can stop that. Rot Eater costs 3, is a 3/2/3. When a creature adjacent to Ilmir Rot Eater is destroyed, Ilmir Rot Eater gains 1 attack and 1 health. So this is the other big beast of a deck, if you like, because it is a beast. Did you agree as well? What does it look like? Yeah. So Rot Eater's going to get big. Got it up quite huge with a Grizzly Graft once, but it was like 20 attack, 20 health. Mostly in this meta, your opponent can't deal with this, it's only damning curse. So this is going to get big, and you need to keep it alive. That's the most important thing. Keep it alive. Against growth, you value Rot Eater more than Harvester, just as an added thing. Cursemonger costs 4, 3/4, ranged attack. When Cursemonger's countdown is 0, you may reset its countdown to give target unit curse 2. So really, we just in this for the body. 3/4 for 4, not bad. Range attack can be relevant against things like proximity charge and spiky, but no one's running spiky. But it's mainly the body we're after. And the curse effect is quite nice as well. It allows us to just snipe things if we want to, and build up damage with poison and things. You get the idea. You know what's going on. So they're the creatures. All 30 of them. May not look exciting, but it's effective. So now we're going to look at the removal. Okay, so we run hardly any removal in this deck. In most Decay decks you'll see twice as much. They'll have Languid and Brainlice, but that's slow removal. Languid is rubbish for this deck because it just draws you a card and hardly does anything. And Brainlice is slow because it does the damage for next turn rather than now when you play it. So we have cards that make an impact straight away, like Soulsteel. Cost 3, destroy target creature with health 2 or less, summon a Mire Shambler on random tile on your side. So remember, you can play this on your own stuff as well to set off Harvesters if you want, or buff a Rot Eater, or kill a Darkling, or kill a Blightbearer. They're your main targets. Just think about stuff, all your options are open. It's also great against aggro growth because Kinfoot Braves are a pain. And then we've got Damning Curse. Cost 4, taxing 1 for some reason. Destroy target creature. Units you control are dealt 1 damage. So this ability here may seem like a downside, but for Decay it's kind of an upside in some ways. Be careful when playing against energy. A mistake I see people make is against energy they go Harvester then Damning Curse, when really you want to play with Damning Curse first and then Harvester, because Harvester will then be on 3 health. That's actually just a late game decay thing, but you know what I'm on about. But anyway, other things. Damning Curse, save for when you're playing against Structure Energy, save it for Solemn Giants and Divinators. Mainly for Solemn Giants if you can help it. Against Temple Order, Skirmishers, Wings Warders and Wings Captains. And against Growth, Wildlings. Just Wildlings. Because, oh god, if you let them get an Oak Blood on it, you're stuffed. So yeah, that's your removal. Then we're going to look at some other things which I just don't have any sort of class for whatsoever. I guess this next lot is your sort of aggressive buff damage scrolls. Okay, so in this undefined category we have 3 Hex Marks, 2 Iron Bile, 3 Uneasy Alliance and 1 Grizzly Graft. Hex Marks I used to run 2, now I run 3 because it's amazing. Cost 1. When an enchanted creature deals combat damage to an idol, it deals 3 extra damage. So this allows us to rush down our opponent, set off Dominion if we want to, just surprise our opponent with lots of damage. We never see it coming. So yeah, the opponent never thinks, I need to block this lane in case he Hex Marks, and then you do, and then they're upset. Iron Bile costs 2, all units gain Curse 1 and +1 attack until the end of opponent's turn. This is probably the least played scroll in the deck, that and Grizzly Graft, but it's kind of necessary. Against Temple Order you need it to get through Wing Shields, I find, and Uneasy Alliance, that's pretty much why they're in. Uneasy Alliance is brilliant, but Iron Bile, kind of the extra needed help. Can help when things are poisoned. It's not brilliant, but you might need the extra damage, so Iron Bile just does that little job. I don't know what the art's going on about, it's a bit weird. Uneasy Alliance, brilliant scroll, cost 2, enchantment. Enchanted creatures, attack is increased by 2 for each creature with Uneasy Alliance on the same side. So we have 1 creature enchanted with Uneasy Alliance, it'll get +2 attack. If we have 2 creatures enchanted with Uneasy Alliance, each will get 4. If you have 1 creature enchanted with 2, it'll just get +4 attack. It needs to be on separate ones for a buff to count. But it's such a massive damage boost. It is insane. You've got to be careful though, because if a creature enchanted with an Uneasy Alliance is destroyed, all other creatures with an Uneasy Alliance on your side will be destroyed also, so be careful there. 90% of the time this is used to buff the attack of your stuff, but there is some occasions where you will need to use it as removal. It's not brilliant, but sometimes you're forced to, and it does a job. Then finally we've got Grizzly Graft, cost 3, when enchanted creature you control. Grizzly Graft comes into play, sacrifice adjacent creatures. Enchanted creature gains attack and health equal to the number of creatures sacrificed. So this is mainly just to set off Harvester. We will need ways sometimes of just going boom, Harvester, destroy stuff. And Grizzly Graft lets us do that. So yes. Now we've got the other weird category, which I guess is health buff stuff, but it's not really. To round the deck off, we have 3 Regenitors and 2 Fungify. I said health buff stuff, which it is, but it's also idle damage. So Regeniture, cost 1, target unit gains 2 health. When it comes into play, enchanted units control its idle, and that row is dealt 1 damage. So this saves us against energy, against growth, against anything really. The health buff is quite relevant. I was laughed at when I said I'm going to add this in my deck. Then again, I think the whole deck was laughed at, wasn't it? Yeah, probably. Still is. But Regenesis is really amazing. Just the health boost is relevant most of the time. It saves you against poison, which is brilliant. Put it on a Blight Bear when it's on 1 attack. Suddenly you've got a 3/3 and your opponent's like, oh, that can now deal damage. I'm in trouble. And also, dealing 1 damage to an idol. That's relevant. I had a game yesterday where I had 3 in hand. I just went ping, ping, ping and won the game because I took out a 3 health idol with triple Regeniture. So depending on how the game's going, you need to plan ahead with how many Regenitors you got, because it is an option of dealing direct idol damage. But most of the time I would say I use it just to buff up my own units. Then Fungify, cost 2, enchanted creature gets health increased by 5 and base countdown increased by 1. This is the latest edition. I took out Beetlestone for the 2 Fungify and 1 Hex Marks. It's just good. There's a bit of poison going around right now. and Fungify counters that quite well. It stops infectious blight. And also putting on Tribesman, get yourself a 2/9. It's pretty big and hard to deal with. That's it, just health boost, keep stuff alive. That's what you want. So yeah, that's the deck. I guess we'll go over it one last time. Okay, so to quickly finish off the deck, we have 3 Hexmarks, 3 Mire Shambler, 3 Regeniture, 3 Ripper, 3 Boghound, 2 Fungify, 3 Ilmir Tribesman, 3 Iron Bile, no, I lie, it's 2 Iron Bile, 2 Iron Bile, 3 Lord Darkling, 3 Uneasy Alliance, 3 Our Heart's Disciple, 3 Blightbearer, 1 Grizzly Graft, 3 Harvester, 3 Rot Eater, 3 Soulsteel, 3 Cursemonger, and 3 Damning Curse. And yeah, this deck has got me into the top 10. In fact, I'm currently ranked 9th with it. I have had a recent record of about 14-1 with the deck. That includes the Deck Wars series. So yeah, I never feel like I'm a favourite when I enter a game, but I somehow seem to win. It seems to make your opponent make mistakes, and that's generally a good thing, so they never know what's happening. And yeah, just keep your harvesters alive. That's general advice. Now you're going to see 2 games, because I've recorded this already, but for some reason Fraps doesn't seem to like me recording audio through it. So I've had to record the whole thing again. So I'm now going to go and dub over the recorded footage of the games. And they're quite fast, so I thought I'd do 2. So yeah, the commentary on that's going to be a bit weird, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so the first game is against Radiant Unicorn. Remember, I am recording this after the game already happened, so post-commentary if you like. Starting hand, you usually want to look for a 1-drop if you can, and so I'm looking to find one, and I got a Ripper, which is quite nice. Also got a turn 2 playing Boghound. Harvester is a 3-drop, but you don't really want to play Harvester turn 3 if you can avoid it, so although it may seem weird, I do tend to sack Harvester early if I'm in need of something else. So here I'm in need of a 3-drop really. But I'll sack Fungify first, probably, yeah. Sack Fungify? What do? Must sack Fungify. Yeah, we go. Go Boghound turn 2. He's gone Scavenger Construct, which is annoying for this deck because how the heck do I get past like a 20 health Scavenger Construct? The answer is you ignore it and go for everything else. Go for your idols. But if you can take it out, then it's always good to do so. He goes Tribesman. There. Now here's an interesting point. Here we go. We've got Harvester. Get rid of it. We want Mire Shambler and Boghound over it. He hates Yolo Decay. I love this guy. He recognises the genius. He knows what's going on. So yeah, Boghound and Mire Shambler. Turn 3 is pretty strong. Getting 4 creatures out. Look at this. Got 2 Boghounds, a Ripper, and a Mire Shambler. No other deck can do this. So I don't know if I mentioned already, but whenever I enter a ranked game, I never feel like I am the favourite at all, no matter what I'm playing. This deck must be favourite against something out there. I just don't know what it is. I was always so confused when I play this deck. I don't know what's going on, but it's always fun. Here we're going to take out Tribesman. Do a bit of moving first. It's always sensible to take out stuff. The only time that Scavenger Construct becomes a real problem is when Animova gets on it, and your opponent's able to Necrogeddon. As soon as he gets that first Necrogeddon off, then you're stuffed. So if you can stop him from doing that, even in the early game, it's always the best idea to do so. It's going to be difficult to take out that Harvester though with that Scavenger Construct in the way. So might have to ignore it. And my mouse is going everywhere. Wish I knew what I was saying. He goes Lord Darkling up there for some reason, and Rip behind it, which means I can take out the Scavenger Construct. Sack Hexmarks, yeah. So we've got a Ripper Darkling as well, so round 5 we're going to have 7 creatures out. That's pretty impressive, without playing a Rat King. So we're going to make sure the Mire Shambler moves up to take out the Scavenger Construct, take out the Darkling at the top as well, then play Ripper and Darkling in places. Still trying to separate them in terms of how many are on a row, just so he doesn't get value from Harvester if somehow he's able to set it off. Well, I don't think he'd be able to. Well, no, he couldn't. There would be some way if he had the new Energy Siphon Energy Siphon, Power Trip, something. What's the thing? Eclipse. Then Creature, Grizzlycraft. But he doesn't have enough cards, so that's irrelevant. Harvester now is good because we've got lots of creatures on board. Stuff's going to die. Uneasy Lions though to take out Cursemonger. That's going to be a thing later on. But no point now, just do 2 damage to it. Getting Harvester out is always fun. And Rippers are about to attack, so we need to protect all our stuff. Darkling is of a lower priority to save. Seems though we want it to die eventually, and it's only got 1 attack, so protect all our other things. So now we're putting on so much pressure on his units. We have 6 units that are attacking next turn, and he's got things on the board. So we're going to try and take out Harvester. That's going to be a good priority. If we don't take out Harvester, all our stuff's going to die. Well, say all, pretty much everything. Brain Lice on that Marshambler is annoying. We lose some things, but now we can take out Harvester thanks to Uneasy Alliance. So Uneasy Alliance on the Boghound here, plus we get a Ripper, which is nice. Uneasy Alliance on Boghound means Tribesman takes out Cursemonger, Ripper takes out Ripper, Boghound takes out Harvester, and I've got the board. Isn't it sexy? Harvester's attacking as well next turn. Probably even better if I moved it down, just so I give myself more coverage on the board, but it's pretty irrelevant looking at the board state. Brain Lice on a Boghound. Okay, so here's the thing. What you want to do is, if you can try and take out an idol early. Just set off Dominion for Boghounds. This way, that Boghound there will be on 6 attack next turn, and I'm able to set up lethal actually. Since I've got the second Uneasy Alliance in hand. If he's unable to deal with the Boghound, I can just Uneasy Alliance a Ripper and win. Could be so much damage going through. He sacks for scrolls, and I think I remember what he does. He plays Brain Lice on the middle Ripper. Yeah, and goes Ripper at the top. So that means the board's open, and I can just go Uneasy Alliance on a Ripper. Look at that. 6 attack Ripper, 8 attack Boghound. So much damage. Round 9 win. That was a complete annihilation for Yolo Decay there. That's quite common practice. So yeah, I promised you 2 games, so yeah, we'll start the second one now. Okay, so... Oh, we got a message. Yes, ignore that. Starting hand is bad for going second. He gets no turn 1 play, which is brilliant. So starting hand's bad. Mulligan it, look for a 1-drop, don't get one, which is really upsetting. If we're going second, we really want a 1-drop. If you're going first, you can get away with not having one, but it's really important to get the first creatures on the board with this deck, if you can. But we've got a nice 2-drop here in Boghound. Luckily for me, he doesn't have a 2-drop, so fantastic. We can get the Boghound down. And Soul Steal on a 2 health growth minion is quite relevant. Brave, not Wildling. Brave, Vator the Wild, Vengeful Vator. All quite big things to kill. He gets a Wildling. Now, Wildling is a horrible creature. And that's what you want to save Damning Curse for. After he Oak Bloods. I want to try and get the Oak Blood out of the way first before you Damning Curse. So that's a choice between playing Harvester and what do I sack? Here, the best choice here is again sacking the Harvester early and going Darkling Ripper, which I think I'll do. Yep. Get more creatures on the board, keep my removal just in case. My Harvester will just be sitting there doing nothing for lots of turns, so better off getting minions on the board. Now here's a case of wanting to hold on to Soul Steal as well, in case he does bring that Wildling down to 2 health, because then save Damning Curse for something else. I'm forced to sack the what's it called? Boghound, annoyingly enough, because you want to keep removal. You draw Soul Steal, which is nice. Don't think we need 2 though. So off to a slower start, and he's off to a decent start for Monogrowth Aggro as well. Unfortunately for him, this happens. He misclicks, which is sad. But because we are incredibly cruel, I'm going to take advantage of it. and bash in. So how much damage are we doing here? We've got 3 damage, draw a Boghound. Get a Rot Eater though. Rot Eater's amazing against growth, so stick the Rot Eater in the middle. Would like the 2-1 attack minute, 2-1 countdown minions on the middle lane. So that's probably something I could have done there instead of putting Rot Eater there. Put Rot Eater whoever 1 countdown Ripper is, it might have been better. That wouldn't prevent him from moving up here. I don't think he'd move up anyway, it's a bit risky. So there's Brave, so Soul Steel can kill Wildling. Always kill Wildling if you can. You could get it with a Damning Curse, but Soul Steel's better value. I do it before sacking just because I know we're going to kill the Wildling, whatever happens. Because I know how the deck goes. Keep Blackberry, yeah, we get another Damning Curse, which is nice. It'd be nice to draw a Soul Steel or something to deal with Kinfoot Brave. But whatever, what Damning Curse. Binding Root on the Rot Eater is annoying. He's doing lots of idle damage as well to us, so we've got to be careful there, but Rot Eater is going to get big. And here's a case, I've got double Uneasy Alliance, so that's a thing. In a few turns anyway, I think I don't go double Uneasy Alliance now, I think it's a Damning Curse on the Wet Under Ranger turn. This way it will slow him down, and he's still unable to get through to kill things. If he's got a veteran, he's still able to kill the Rot Eater. Also, I set off, I make Rot Eater bigger, so reduce the middle idol down to 2 health now. That means it would die to the Darkling. So I've got to find a way of sniping another idol down to 2 health, and pretty much there. And that's what the double Uneasy Alliance will allow me to do. I think he just moves down here, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So this allows me to set up lethal. Uneasy Alliance on the Ripper at the top, Uneasy Alliance on the Boghound at the bottom. And because of Dominion, rather, that Boghound is going to be on 8 attack. It's going to get +2 from a Dominion, +4 from Uneasy Alliance. We're going to have taken out 1 idol and leave 2 idols on 2 health, which means the Darklings will finish them off. So look at that. That changed quickly. Well, nothing changed, but it's a lot of damage coming out. Just from pretty strong, cheap aggressive creatures. It's not really an aggro deck, it's just a deck with, I don't know really, you're not really looking to be aggressive most of the time, it's just controlling the board, and then you get these sort of little bursts of damages coming in now and again, and then you win. So yeah, here we're just able to Damning Curse, Wildling, and Rot Eater finishes off the idol. And there you go, a couple of ranked wins for you with Yolo Decay. It is possible. It does take a lot of practice to play this deck well though. I'm still practicing now just to learn, refine the details. And yeah, if you have fun with it, I hope you will. No, that makes no sense. I hope you have fun with it, that's what I'm trying to say. And yeah. Other news is I've just ordered a new microphone, so this stuttery noise, which I'm sure you're hearing, will be going, hopefully. Yeah, that's it, pretty much. I think I've covered everything. It's a long one, isn't it? But there you go. Yeah, I am crap at ending things, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.